presented in order. Well, almost complete order. The lighter stuff first. I figure that way, when we get into the dark stuff, it will seem natural to go there. Ironically enough, the first file that we're going to get into is, well, it takes place on my first jump and, well, was my first case. I remembered back when they made the discovery and back when I signed up. I was so excited. I was told I was being sent to the Mushroom Kingdom. Who wouldn't want to go there, right? Lots of fun adventures to be had, lots of crazy power-ups to tool with. Oh, that was a mistake. You don't really realize how dangerous the Mushroom Kingdom is until you actually get there and realize that, yeah, pretty much all of the stuff that killed you in the games can easily kill you. I mean, I know that seems obvious, but you just don't even realize how strong they are. Oh, I mean, I spent the better, collectively, I must have spent at least 2 weeks in various Mushroom Kingdom hospitals. Anyway, it was about my 3rd week there, and the other 2 I'd come with had split off back when we initially entered the world. Hadn't seen them in a while. I was thirsty, and it was the dead of night. Speaking of, I should probably explain that. When it comes to the Mushroom Kingdom and the world that it inhabits, day and night work kinda differently. You see, a day can be anywhere between 14 and 32 hours. So whenever it's dark, they just consider it night. And the middle of that is considered the dead of. I don't know how they know when the dead of night is, but there you go. Anyway, the only place that was open that I could possibly get a drink was a bar. I cringed at the idea. Man, how times have changed. I mean, I've never been much one for booze. I hate this stuff, but I learned to tolerate it because, well, to be honest, bars are where I meet most of my clientele, and not a lot of people are going to take you seriously if you're drinking juice. Fortunately, in the Mushroom Kingdom, that's pretty much all liquor was, just juice, not a lot of actual alcohol to be found. So, back then, that was good for me. Anyway, I sit at the bar. About 10 minutes or so later, a figure in a cloak walks in, human size, compared to the, I want to say, 3-foot tall toads. So, I figure it was one of my teammates. I hadn't really gotten a chance to talk with any of them, so I didn't know them very well. I knew one was a woman, which is why when the figure sat down next to me and started talking to me, her distinctly female voice didn't really bother me. We chatted for a while. I found her to be fun to talk to. friend. I didn't say it was a... And so I was putting hold for about 10 minutes. When the message comes back on, I hear this. Oh, hello. I'm glad you called me back. I was getting a little worried that I'd lost you. Please stop by the castle. I would so love to have a conversation with you when I'm not, on the stuff. Yeah, but first you're gonna kinda have to give me your name. Oh, sorry. I couldn't give it last night because of the circumstances. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Princess Peachena Dianima Toadstool, also known as just Peach. Princess Peach. It's a very good thing she wasn't in the room because my jaw hit the floor at that moment. I couldn't really I had been talking to one of the more infamous women of gamingdom. You know, the slut, the idiot, the evil genius. And she'd been so well-spoken, so intelligent. I couldn't believe it. I had to go there and check this out. Anyway, I did just that. I went to the palace. I waited in the waiting room for about 30 minutes, which, by the way, after watching 30 minutes of servant toads run around, you just really marvel at how they can get these places so clean when they're so huge, and when the places are so huge and they're so tiny. That's what you want about the Mushroom Kingdom workers. They're dedicated. Anyway, she comes in and invites me to her little room overlooking the courtyard. We sit, have tea, chat, even play chess. She beat me a couple of times. We played like 6 games and we each won 3. I tell you, it's crazy. And I don't know why I asked it, but I figured that anyone else in that situation would have asked the same thing. Well, Peach, can I ask you something? Sure, go right ahead. Well, it's just that you seem really smart and nice and everything, so why this, as you keep kidnapping me? Yeah. You know, I get that a lot. Look, I'm sorry if you don't want to talk about it. No, this is actually good. I'd like to actually clear the air with someone. It has so many bad rumors. I play dumb at this point. Like what? Oh, you know that I was the mother to those Koopalings Bowser has. Yeah, like he couldn't have just popped in a slave Koopa or something. He's the king. Like he doesn't have a million female servant Koopas that could possibly give birth to those little terrors. It must be hard when people constantly question your virginity. Who said I was a virgin? Oh? So, then you and Mario? No. Luigi? No. The Wario brothers? Oh, God, no. Oh, who then? Well, she's my pretty little flower. Daisy? Yes. Me and Daisy have been an item for quite a while now. Ever since I met her, in fact, we've shared a deep connection. Okay. Does it bother you? No, not really. Just seems surprising. I mean, you don't really hear a lot about you two being together. Yes, well, that's because the Salad Kingdom's mostly a wreck. Really? Oh, yes. I mean, all I have to deal with is a fire-breathing turtle and his legions of turtles and sharp-fanged mushrooms. Yeah, so how do you keep getting kidnapped anyway? I mean, Nallok, I want you to look at the courtyard. Do you think my people could honestly hold their own in a fight? Yeah, that's a good point, and well made. And I can't move Mario into the palace because then expectations kick in. It's expected of royalty to marry any man that she invites to the castle, and I'm stuck in this position. I don't make it widely known that me and Daisy are an item. But I want to share, and I'm so frustrated. I decided I had to lift her spirits somehow. Tell me about Daisy. Now, depending on the way you view this, that was either the most brilliant or stupidest idea that I had the entire night. Because at first, she was talking about her in that way that, hopeless romantics like to talk about their significant others. The way the light shimmers in their eyes, the moonlight reflects in their hair, the mushy stuff. But then she started getting into the, X-rated territory. I won't give you the details because, frankly, I can't. But I will tell you this. It involves whipped cream, a frozen tube of toothpaste, and lots of mushrooms. I'll leave that to your imagination. Anyway, we talked for a good while, and she asked me for my number so that she could keep in touch with me. She's actually one of my closest friends now. I used to joke that I got Princess Peach's phone number. She got me back by giving my phone number to Big Bertha. Cheeky bitch. But that's all I got for right now. That's all that Peach will let me say right now. Though, trust me, there's much more on Peach. But for now,